Hello everybody, welcome to tonight's stream. We will be racing in Vietnam, Hanoi, a track which has definitely got some mixed opinions. Many people liking the track, many people not liking the track. I am which of one of them. Now, just a quick update as well on the whole weekend. Today we will be racing course for F2 around Hanoi for round 5 or 6 of the championship. I can't remember what the round was. Round 6, there it is. Of the championship, yes. And tomorrow, though, however, will be postponed for F1, as of course the big Euro match between England and Ukraine is on, and because there is a predominantly English following and English, drivers, they are going to be postponing the event tomorrow, and they'll be watching it. So we should be racing next week in Hanoi. It's quite confusing. So next week, F2s will be racing in Netherlands, which will, funny enough, be the last round for the F2s for a while, because, of course, when the new F1 game does come out, we will be given, I think it's 3 or 4 weeks to actually sort of get used to the game, because the setups are going to be much different. Cars are going to feel a lot different. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And how that how that all pans out. If you do want to sort of stay up to date as well, going on to our Instagram, Torpedo League F1, you'll be able to, see, although they do some pretty good quality updates and interviews as well as some really good posts. Yeah, so I will quickly get up the championship table so that we can see who is where. In terms of the championship standings. However, people may be actually watching the matches that are on tonight, because if I check quickly, I believe that after the current match right now, which is Spain-Switzerland, after this will be, I think, Belgium-Italy. If I get the actual match screen up. Yep, Belgium-Italy will be tonight, so understandably quite a big match. So you may not actually have many drivers tonight, but at least it'll be good for the ones that do race, because then at least they can pick up some decent points. If I just quickly get up the championship standings, then I can update you guys on what the current status is. So, this is after Russia. That's not good. Okay. I may not be able to update you on the... it's not like this on the F1 account. It's definitely like this on the F2. If I quickly... It is not saying the info chat. Well, no, okay. No championship standings updates then. So now you're just going to hear my boring voice for another 15 minutes, I think. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm waiting to see confirmation on how many drivers there will actually be, because I don't know how many. I think a lot of people, because of course right now it's the height of the Euros. There's probably going to be a lot more. What's it called? There's probably a lot more people watching those sorts of matches. I personally would like to actually have the Euros on, just to see what's going on, especially because I'm in a sweepstake and Belgium's one of my teams. But yeah. Clint will not be with us this week, unfortunately, for the second time this season, but he should be back next week to commentate on the final F2 race of Season 5 for a little bit, because as I said, of course, we will have that break in between the seasons, because of course we have that new game coming out as well. kind of want to do a commentary on the Euro 2020 while I'm waiting. I feel like I feel like that'll be more to say than me just sat there going, "Ooh, I think this is going on in the championship." And if everyone's watching, anyone who is actually watching, hope you have enjoyed the season so far for Super League F2. It's been a decent season, not as maybe good as previous seasons, but there's still plenty of time to go, and for all we know, the next game could maybe improve the driving. Yeah, so I currently have the Euros match on, so while I'm waiting, I'll probably be watching that. Hello, we have our first comment. Hello, Ghost. Got down by 30k. Looks like I'm keeping him. Oh, fair enough, mate. I'll hate doing swaps with you. I'll probably end up losing by quite a bit. I really want to commentate on the Euros while I'm waiting, but it'll be a bit weird. It'll be like listening to one of those radio things, because it probably won't be that, like, you know, visually pleasing. You'll just be watching this like F1 screen. I would do a lap, but it's Hanoi. I'm probably going to end up spending more time in the wall than I will actually be on track. And yeah, I don't actually have any standings as well, so I can't say, you know, oh, Tim's doing well here. I think Tim's still in the championship lead. I think the top three is pretty much the same, with Adrian in second place, or Bunnies, I should say. Some decent performances actually last time out. Firstly, Ghost fired up. Great stuff from him last time out in Belgium, getting a podium. And so too did Callum as well. Really good stuff from the two British drivers. See if they can carry on that form today. And Ghost saying, I'd be surprised if there was more than 10 finishes. I mean, yeah, I can definitely see that, because it's going to be probably carnage out there, I think is the best way to put it. Saying it's 10 finishes, I mean, I don't know how many starters there'll actually be. There may only be 10 starters. I still haven't had an invite to the lobby as of yet, though I should be getting one soon. Andrews, no, Clint is not going to be here today, unfortunately. He said something about, I think he said something about he's just not feeling too great. I think the hay fever's been hitting him quite a lot, and I think he just doesn't feel well enough to do streams. So, yeah, as I said, for the second time this season, he won't be commentating. I have thought about asking other people if they wanted to join, do commentary. However, the people that I have asked are either doing league races or can't make it. So. Yeah, Ghost, you're technically a reserve commentator. You could be like a part-time, well, not part-time driver. You could do both. You could be in a party here, just, you know, saying how it is on track. You know, giving track updates on the grip and stuff as well. Could be good. Jake Marsh about to start a war saying Andy Forrest and GOAT. So there was one. So good question there from Andrews. Says, is this the final round before the week's break for F1 2021, or is there still one more round on this game? So for the F2 guys, there's tonight and next week. For F1 guys, it will be next week and the week after, because we're waiting a week. Sorry, we're not racing tomorrow because of the England match for the Euros. So if you keep seeing a blue screen, I have I have the Euros on my phone at the moment, and I'm just quickly switching over to the comments bit of my PlayStation. To be honest, there's not much else to look at really. Oh no, I didn't mean to screenshot. Yeah, I personally think that they could have postponed, like just taken off Hanoi altogether for the F1 guys, just so that the weeks would still align, and at least it gives people more time as well to adapt to the new game. Or give them the same amount of time to adapt to the new game. Because personally, I'd actually rather just once I get 2021, I'll just delete 2020 and then just get used to that instead of having to wait one more week just to, you know, get the game. Game does come out, I believe, if I quickly look at my calendar. Comes out on a Tuesday if you bought the digital deluxe version, which is the 13th. But if you bought the normal version like me, save yourself about 25 quid. It's actually 15 quid, I think it was. It comes out on the Friday, the 16th, which will be, well, it's F2 week, isn't it? So, which will actually be, looking at the calendar now, 2 weeks away. So, well, we've got a few people here as well. What sort of features are you most looking forward to for the next game then? It's not necessarily in F2, but just in terms of, like, just in general, what are you most looking forward to for the next game? Because I must say, personally, I can't wait for the new tracks to come, because I know that they've said they'll be added post-launch, and those tracks will be, I think, again, don't take my word for this, I think the new tracks should be Imola, Istanbul, and I think there's one more as well they talked about. I think it might be Portimao. Because there are so many that you could have taken from the 2020 season that you could have put in, Sakir, Magello, and of course the ones that I've already said as well. I wonder as well if, I think I have heard that they will be adding the updated version of Spain into the game as a later thing. I also want to know if they added if they will add the new Australia as well, because of course Australia got revamped this season. And we weren't able to race there in March. However, we should be racing there in November, I want to say, more towards the end of the season, which makes sense because we do a lot of flyaways at that point in the season. Andrew saying he's looking forward to the new handling model and the breaking point career series. Yeah, that does actually look pretty good. I hope they don't overdo it too much, like make it too, like, I don't know. I'm getting like FIFA 17, the Journey vibes, which I didn't particularly enjoy. However, I think it'll be different though because it's F1. It's kind of like Drive to Survive if it was like a career mode sort of thing. But yeah, that does look really good. And of course, yeah, you said about the handling model. Be interested to see what they do with that. I've heard a few people saying that the cars are quite oversteery, which I don't mind. I don't mind an oversteery car compared to like an understeery car, but I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see what it's like. Again, we've got about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks to sort of get used to the car. Get used to the game. And even the cars as well, I'm sure will handle different. Even the F2 cars, I'm sure will handle quite different. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. You know what? I fancy just fill some time. The invite should be going out in a few minutes, about 5 minutes, I think. We will do a lap around this track, Vietnam, which is a bit of a weird one actually, because it's in the game. It's almost the opposite to what a lot of tracks are now, because it's in the game, but they've never raced there in real life. However, there are plenty of tracks that they've raced at which we haven't got in the game. Of course, a lot, that they still. So a lot they've raced that for 2020 as a season. Of course, they couldn't really predict that, could they, for this season? Andrew saying, I'm mainly just excited to get back into TLF2 when the new game comes out, as I had to leave the season due to a game bug that didn't allow. I'm going to have to read that full comment. Hang on. As it didn't allow. As it didn't allow me to play, and like, oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, hopefully we can see you back at TLF2, get some numbers up as well, get some good drivers in. Not to say that some of them aren't, but looking at Vietnam, that's very odd. There's only 5 people on the time trial, but then it's showing more people there. That's weird. We'll borrow someone's setup. Don't know who that is. Don't know. Must be a pretty slow driver, you know. Anyway, moving on. Let's go for a lap around Hanoi in an F2 car. It's not very good in F1 car, so with even less downforce, it should be even more painful. Right, so through this very tight last corner we go. Hit the DRS. Down the start finish straight we go. In towards turn 1. Heavy braking corner. You really prioritise exit for this corner. And you go into this long right corner. Then you've got to pull it back down in time to meet the apexes of these 2 corners here. Slap open that DRS. Down one of the many long straights on this track. In towards the second of these sort of mushroom cloud sections. Well, you wanted to hit the curve there. You're not supposed. Don't do what I did. Oh god, rear end getting a little bit loose there. You don't want to do that again. You want to scrape the walls. Let's go through this section here, down the longest straight on the track. You see a white line coming up, which where the DRS is deployed. There it is. Open it up. Go as tight to the wall as possible. You want to set yourself up nicely for this heavy braking hairpin. Turning in, and as you go towards sector 3, a very difficult sector here. Don't expect much overtaking to be happening here unless you're an absolute madman. Could see some crashes there. Definitely saw one in season 3. Through this section we go. You really got to prioritise yourself here. If you're trying to battle or trying to overtake someone through this section here, you cannot expect it to be a clean move. There probably will be some bumping of tyres and bumping of side pods through there, maybe some front wings going loose. And if we go a little bit wide there, as you come through the final corner, that is a lap of Hanoi. But not a very good lap, a 49.002. You still got third though, still got third. Come on, Lewis Hamilton, beat that. Hey up, score's fired up. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do a lap. So you're saying 48.2, 48.8. Well, you're both wrong. I went slower. This would be a fun game. Can I get a 42? Can I get a 48.2? I'll shut up for this one. Right, game doesn't like medium. Yes, I am a wuss. I did go for full traction control. So I usually used to run for F2. So it gave me about 5 sprint race wins. So I'll I'll go back to what I'm good at. There you go. Invites are out from Kyle. I'll complete this lap, and then I will go into the lobby where we can find out who's actually racing. I say it feels very restrictive on exits compared to medium traction control. We're a little bit ahead though. Take a lot of curve through that actually. Very deceptive the amount of curve that you can actually take through there. Just going down this long straight. We will lose a bit of time to our medium traction control Ghost. But as we come towards the hairpin now. We go 47.7, quicker than Ghost fired up. Right then, so I feel like I should be driving with that, you know. Rip Ghost career. Alright, I will quickly accept the invite that Kyle sent, if I could, he sent the wrong account, okay. Hang on, I will just contact Kyle to ask him if he can send the invite to the right account, and then we'll be in the lobby. I don't think that'll beat pole unless qualifying's wet. I think that's probably not going to be anywhere near pole, but well, at least you know what the banker lap is. Well, it's showing actually there. It's showing them Rossi with a 47.5, who's 2.5 seconds. Sorry, 2/10 quicker than me. So you never know. Might hold some weight to it, might not. And should be getting an invite any second now from Kyle. And then we'll have about 10 minutes, should be, before we enter the lobby. Well, should be getting an invite. Hang on, I will... Ghost, if you are currently watching the stream, can you send JLS an invite? There you go, thank you, Ghost. Right, now we are joining the lobby. Just quickly put my controller on charge, otherwise it will die halfway through. And yeah, we'll find out how many drivers are actually going to be racing tonight. Again, don't know how many of them are going to be watching the Euros, don't know how many of them would prioritise that. May see quite a few reserves then tonight, if that is the case. And as you can see, an absolutely blistering lineup here. Not as in saying that the guys aren't quick, just saying that there's not many of them. But we should see an influx of drivers starting to come in now. We do still have just under 10 minutes. God, I would race if I could actually. And as you're saying, race predictions, feature will have 8 finishers and sprint will have 7. I mean, you're not wrong. It could be. And Duracell, we're not saying we're not full, just wait. Well, yeah, of course. I did see there are a few people that said that they would be able to do the race. And the Euros news as well. Euros news as well. Currently, Switzerland, Spain, with 8 minutes left of added time. It is still 1-1. However, Spain are on the attack right now. Spain down the right side, coming towards the centre. Pass going out, plenty of space around the back. I feel like a talk sport commentator. Or like some sort of BBC sports commentator or something. It's been a good match. It's not been a bad match actually. It's not been the best match of the Euro so far, but it's been decent. I still think the best match of the Euro so far has been probably, I'll say, France, Czech Republic. It was just such a mad game. Sorry, France, Switzerland. Why did I say Czech Republic? And you're saying go Switzerland. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see them pull off an upset and make it into the semis. Unfortunately, though, I think there's a trend with a lot of the upset teams. They tend to not really make it past the quarterfinals. However, though, they were on the attack. However, the player that was on the attack ended up being taken down. I could just commentate on the football for a bit. I'll probably get told off for it, but Spain are on the attack though. Looking fairly organised, but Switzerland definitely holding their own against the 2010 World Cup winners. Of course, that team's a lot different. Duracell saying, "Will Scott be joining us today?" Oh, mate, I wish I could do commentating and commentating and racing. Be brilliant. Yeah, football commentator. Yeah, sure. I can do 3 things at once, mate. Flexible commentator. It goes out towards the left though, towards the centre. Paul coming in, all far. Ooh, okay. I should probably stop making noises and actually commentate the football. Spain definitely had a chance there. They could have definitely put it into the back of the net there. However, they were sort of more playing for possession, it almost seems like at the moment. Ball coming in though. Oh. Oof, wow. Switzerland are doing extremely well in defence. They got so much thrown at them in the past 30 seconds there. But they kept their head, they stayed cool, and they've actually managed to put the ball out for a corner. It's been great stuff so far from Spain though. It's a corner though from Spain. Corner comes in, Sommer makes the save. And luckily Sommer was in a good position. It was a Busquets header. Ball came in towards the centre. And luckily Sommer was there to keep the game alive for Switzerland. We've got 5 minutes left of normal playing time. The match should actually finish right on time with us starting. In fact, how many drivers have we got? 6. Okay, there's still time. Still 5 minutes, I think, for us to get some more drivers in. But if this is the amount of drivers we got, then I don't know what the situation will be. I see people are talking in the group chats at the moment. Don't know if that's about the lack of drivers. Here we go. Ooh, Switzerland had a throw-in, but it's gone to waste though. They did keep possession after the throw-in, but it's got back out again though. I think for another Switzerland throw-in. So I was telling a very small phone screen. Oh, it's a long throw from Mbappe into the box, but it's dealt with by the Spanish defenders. And the Spaniards trying to go for a counter-attack. However, it's intercepted by the Swiss. It's like ping pong. The ball's going back and forth between the two teams. Ball goes out for a Spain throw-in now. About 3 minutes left now of normal playing time. It's looking like this could possibly go to penalties, as we are in the second half of extra time. As per the Quetta passing the ball out wide now. Looks to be towards Thiago. Thiago, good pass towards the centre. Tried to find the attacker, but wasn't there. But it's a counter-attack though from Spain. Oh, it's a shot there from Gerard Moreno, that was, and Sommer. A good stop. And it was a sloppy shot. It was a great opportunity that he could have passed. He had about 2 or 3 options that he could have passed to. But he went for the headlines. He got the nutmeg on the defender, but he didn't get past the keeper. And there you go. Lots more drivers joining now. Still have, oh, okay, it's only 8. Torpedo League Euros coverage. I could be smart, but I could play it on. I could like stream the match and then just pretend I'm playing FIFA or something. I don't know. Spain still though having possession, going on the attack. If they keep at this, they might be able to break their way through. It's a poor ball into the box there. It's dealt with by the Swiss players. And the Swiss have already had to go through one penalty shootout. They may have to go for another. Less than 2 minutes left now with normal playing time. I felt that there'd be maybe 1 or 2 minutes of added time onto the game. No Tim. That's a good question. That's a good point actually. Tim, of course, the championship leader, not currently featuring as Rodri comes off. So Rodri comes on for Pedri. She's a bit pointless, but unless they're going for a good penalty, good spot kick player. Oh, it's a good throw-in actually from Switzerland. However, though, it's been intercepted by the Spanish. They've won the ball back. Oh, it's a harsh tackle from Thiago, but no foul given. The ball's gone out actually. The ball goes out for a Switzerland throw-in. We've got less than 30 seconds. So 30 seconds now of normal playing time. A long throw-in. Well, they're trying everything. They're trying to get the ball as far up the pitch as possible, just so that if they win the ball back, they've got less time to actually make up, or sorry, less ground to make up. Ball from Sommer now, up towards the midfield. Still only 8 drivers here. 10 seconds left of normal playing time. Ball out towards the left. Jordi Alba looking for a ball in. No, he passes it back out. They're going to try and look for a better position, try and dissect their way through the defence. All it takes is one clinical ball and the match could be over. Ball back out to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. Many runs into the box, but it's been deflected by the defender. And the ball was cleared. And that's normal time over with 1 minute of extra time left. And Switzerland intercepting the ball, trying to run through the defence. Oh, a foul's been given though. The ref was trying to play advantage, but it's a foul, and the Swiss player has been given, Gavranovic has been given a yellow card. But that's actually good for Sweden though, because that's cost Spain about 20 seconds. Spain though straight away back on with the free kick. Ball goes into the box. Oh, there were two players there that could have got to it, but they just couldn't. Spain, final header of the game, and that's surely it. Rodri went for the header, and this is going to go to penalties. We now have 9 drivers, Dolga joining. I don't know if any F2 drivers is currently watching the match. That might be why we're experiencing some latecomers to the lobby. That is it though, normal time. Normal time is over now. And Tim's still not here, which is curious. Kyle, if you want me to drive, I can. If you want me to drive, I could drive. Oh, someone lagged out. I'll gladly pick up some points for dams or something. I don't mind being a commentator and a driver. It's usually a bit against the rules, but. Goes saying whoever crashes first gets sprint race pole. Now that sounds like a strat, you know? Actually no, that's probably not a strat because then you want to at least pick up some points. Actually no, tell a lie, you two still got points for crashing out if you're in 8th place, so fair enough. At least I think that's how it works, but there we go, Dog is back again. So he must have been the one that lagged out. But 9 drivers though, still a bit iffy, but that might again be because, of course, there may be some drivers who are currently watching the Euros match that is going on right now, which is going to penalties. So I will be. I'll probably be talking about that because again, there's not much to really go on about. Is there? There's no standings that I can use. There you go, Rossi joining now, so that makes 10. That might actually be the cut-off. They might say, you know, if we can get at least 10, then we should be okay. But yeah. And yeah, Switzerland on their second penalty shootout as we speak. Looks like they're going for selection at the moment. Actually, I think they're flipping to see who's going to be going first. Yeah, sorry to the 3 viewers. It's a bit slow at the moment, so we are kind of. I'm talking a lot more about the Euros than I am about F2, simply because I don't actually have any like championship standings that I can go off of as well. The last championship standings were updated from Russia, and of course, last time out was not Russia. So that was Belgium, of course. So yeah, we're gonna see. We'll see what happens. 10 minutes. Sorry, 10 drivers currently in. And currently watching now. Looks like the goalkeepers are walking up to the net. Looks like it's going to be the Spanish goalkeeper of Unai Simon going to be possibly taking. Looks like he will be saving the first one. Oh no, tell me that's no. The referee's talking to the keepers about the rules. I think they're just don't know about, you know, jumping forward at all. Actually, 4 drivers, 5 drivers, 6 drivers running up, and we should be about to go. As the penalties are about to start, great. I imagine that means some drivers will actually join midway through. I don't know why. If any drivers that are waiting for the match to be finished, I don't know why they don't just join already, because, you know, there's a half an hour long session. They've only really got one tyre to actually qualify on, so does see why they don't just, you know, do it straight away. But anyway, first penalty of the match between Spain and Switzerland. Sergio Busquets steps up. Oh, Busquets comes off of the post. And Busquets, he does a slow walk up, it's a sly shot, and he would have easily had Sommer beaten. As Sommer dives towards the left, the shot went to the right, but it came off the post. You could not write that. So Spain missed their first penalty. Wow. You see Busquets, he just looked dejected. He just knows that could be vital. That one penalty could be vital. Anyway, we're loading into Hanoi though. Will it be wet? Nope. There's a... And Switzerland have scored their first penalty. It is now 1-0 to Switzerland at the moment. As he finishes and goes fired up straight away onto the wets. Yeah, do apologise if I talk more about the Euros right now, because we are literally just going to see a bunch of people on wet tyres. So, you know, you choose what I'm going to be more interested. You could probably tell which one I'm going to be more interested in. But Dani Olmo, that looks like it is for Spain, stepping up to take the penalty. And Sommer dives the right way. He dives towards the right. Same way as the shot, but the shot still goes in. The shot's too high for Sommer. And it's now 1-1. However, Switzerland, though, do still have this one penalty advantage. And it's going to be Shah taking the second penalty for Switzerland. As we see out on track, 3 drivers currently who are on, sorry, 4 drivers that are actually on the wets, and they, because that's Adrian or Bunnies who's just about to go. Oh, and Shah, his penalty saved. Unai Simon saves the penalty. He is now he's still 1-1, and they are now level. Shah went towards the right, but so did the goalkeeper. And Duracell's the only driver who's actually on the soft tyre. Go for his dry run very early, which is quite surprising. Usually we see drivers go for it towards the end of the race, because, you know, of course, more grip gets laid down. More rubber gets laid down, so there's more grip usually, which in turn usually means faster lap times. As I look towards the penalties now, Rodri about to take his penalty. It's Sommer saved it. Wow. And Switzerland, when it was Switzerland versus France, we didn't see many saves. So far though, we've seen 3 already, and Sommer has just made the 3rd, and what could be quite a vital one. What that means, it is still 1-1, Switzerland stepping up to take the 3rd penalty of the match. It's going to be Mauro Akanji. The Swiss players look on nervous. The tenseness, the anticipation of what's about to happen. They could go to a semi-final. These next few minutes will feel like an eternity. Akanji steps up for the penalty. Oh, it's saved again! He goes towards the right. Wow. Unai Simon, great stuff. And both keepers have pulled off an absolutely brilliant match so far in terms of the penalties that they've actually saved. And so it's still 1-1 as Gerard Moreno now stepping up for his penalty. And so far the keepers have done better than the actual shooters at the moment, but could that change with Gerard Moreno? Moreno on the left foot, and he buries it into the top corner. And it is now 2-1. The Swiss fans look on desperately, hoping that they can somehow secure the semi-final. However, it's going to feel like a tall task for the Swiss players. It's 2-1 currently to Spain. Switzerland stepping up to take their 4th penalty. They have to score this to go level. If they do not score this, then Spain have to score their next penalty to go through to the semi-finals. There's a lot of pressure. Unai Simon. Oh no! And Switzerland, on their 4th penalty, have put it over the bar. Oh no! You have to feel sorry for the young Swiss player. He puts it over the top of the bar. Unai Simon not even tested there, and you can see how ecstatic he is. And the Swiss fans know that this could be over. The 5th penalty of the match taken by Oyarzabal could be the finishing touch to what has been such a great game. There's actual version now out on his soft tyres. Sorry about not focusing on what's going on in the match. Sorry, focusing about what's going on in the match rather than what's going on track. It's just that the people on track are only on wets. So, anyway, this could be the final penalty of the night. Jan Sommer looks ready, but Oyarzabal looks cool, calm and collected. Doesn't look phased at all. He's got the face of a confident man, and he buries it into the back of the net. He wins. He wins it for Spain. And Spain go through to the semis after a very unsure group stages. They've made it to the semis, and the Swiss fans and players look dejected. They know what could have been. They know that they could have possibly gone through to the semi-finals, but no, Spain deliver the killing blow. The Swiss players, understandably, extremely emotional. Some crying, some just looking dejected. But the match is over, and we move on. Speaking of moving on, we're moving on to F2. Actual version now. On the soft tyres, starting his first flying lap of the session. And I'll commentate on this one, because when I did mine I was actually on a lap. But hopefully actually doesn't invalidate his lap time, and he's done it already. I would say commentator's curse, but I mean, yeah, I think he's going to cut a lot of corners probably to try and get back in time, just so that he can just get back and do his time. And Andrew's saying, I reckon he'll get a 47.7. Andrew's also saying, Prema are going to score big this round. Yeah, I can see that happening. I can really see that happening. They've done well so far. They're only just behind Charouz, I think. But they've had more consistent points finishes. They just haven't had as many wins as the Charouz, which is why they're getting such a big sort of influx of points. And Andrew's also saying pole will be a 1:47.1. Pretty good ballpark time actually, yeah. As Bonus goes the fastest on the wets in the tries, but that doesn't really count for anything, does it? And if anyone's currently actually in the lobby, could you please let me know what the weather is actually going to be, just so we can, you know, toy with the idea that it's possibly going to be raining. And we look towards actual Virgin, who has just gone into the pits. So yet again, we have no drivers that are actually out on the softs, which is fun. Oh no, tell I. Actual Virgin is there. So I quick. Oh, I think I've accidentally gone Sandy Forest. Actual Virgin are going very slowly. About to start his next flying lap, or at least another attempt at a flying lap. Down the start finish straight we go. DRS wide open. Going to set himself up for turn 1. Going to pull himself as wide as possible, close to the wall there. Going to take a bit of curb. Doesn't. And he's going to make sure that he doesn't drift wide this time. He did last time. He invalidated. Ooh, 2 tyres off track. He's going for a really wide turn in. But he's survived that first section of the track. It's 29.5. It will be purple though, because of course he is the only driver that has actually come out onto the softs so far. Goes close to the wall. It's very easy to lose it on exit. Does he though? No, keeps it fairly well. And he's able to navigate his way through the walls. Shrey saying hi. Hello, Shrey. Sorry if you can hear the sound of a fan. It is very warm where I am. In fact, I'll probably actually just get away the fan. Just make sure it doesn't end up being too overpowering over the of the audio. But actual though, 115.4 as we enter the final sector now. One of the most difficult sectors, arguably, on the whole F1 calendar. It's very, very much like Monaco. What you're one mistake away from being on the wall. It's looking good so far though. Not looking like he's really been offline so far. As sorry, Phineas has gone onto the softs. He's got them attached to the car now. But actual though, coming through the penultimate corner. Through the final corner we go now. Across the line, what will it be? It will definitely be pole, but what will it be though? It's a 48.9. And I have no doubt that that will not be the pole time. Be interested to see what that puts him though overall in the session, with only 10 drivers as well. I'll be interested to see what that does. Ooh, careful, mate. Shrey, are you going to be racing tonight or not? As actual, you see, cutting plenty of corners just so that you can get back round again. And there aren't actually any guys out there who are on the soft tyres. Very fun. Oh, did you see Duracell? Learning why the wet tyres aren't the best on the dry conditions. I don't think he's actually remembered to shift down. He's in third at the moment. Car's coming out. No. Coming into the pits. See his crew ready to take him back into the box. And we still haven't seen anyone coming out again for the softs. As you can tell, I'm extremely enthralled at the fact of that. Oh, big crash there for the Duracell. Wing goes everywhere. And he'll have some fun trying to get that car back to the pits. Hello, Six Views. Sorry that it's not the most entertaining entertaining thing you'll ever watch. Unfortunately, we have got plenty of drivers who waste time on the on the wets before they come out for their soft runs, which is great for us commentators, because for about 20 minutes we're just talking amongst ourselves pretty much, and you know, there's the odd soft runner, but other than that, it's pretty dead. As this car coming into the pits, it's going to be, of course, Duracell for this crash. you go, Callum making that 11. Should be seeing hopefully some more people join. If not, then I'll probably spend more time commentating on the Euros than I will be this actual race. Oh, there you go, Callum coming out then on the softs. He's the first soft runner. I don't know if that might spark some interest from everyone else in the paddock. Hopefully some more drivers will see that guy on the softs and go, hey, I can actually go on the softs now. Please do it. You're making me out of my mind bored. Anyone? Any quick drivers actually want to put some softs on? Go out there. Be entertaining for once, please. Right then, so we'll just watch Callum then. Other 5 viewers. Went up to 7, went down to 2, so clearly my rant wasn't best received. And as I said, if anyone's actually in the... Okay, that's disturbing. Callum hasn't got a helmet. All hands. And ladies and gentlemen, it appears to be that Callum has forgotten his helmet, or at least part of his helmet. And he's pretty much wearing open face. Callum is using a helmet from the 1960s, yeah. Actually, I think they had more protection back then. So he's just like a sock on his head. Don't think that balaclava and those stick-on plastics are going to help him much if he gets into a crash. And that is a car coming out of the pits. It's Duracell. Finally. Right, Callum then, about to start his lap. Now sitting a purple. Oh god, sorry. Callum sitting a purple sector 1 there. It's like, I mean, you'd like to think it would be quicker than actual, but we'll find out. It's Callum now coming through this weird little mushroom section. There's about 2 of them actually on the whole track. Down the longest straight, probably on the calendar actually. It's a very, very long straight. Maybe not Baku length, but. Yeah, extremely long straight. As a spinner, it is actual version who's gone out on the wets. Really, really, why would you do this? I hope you have wing damage. Right, Callum then. Back to him on his actual lap. 116.3. Of course, Callum getting a podium last time out. With less drivers actually here, with only 11 drivers at the moment, he could make that a repeat. He could actually get a double podium. All he's got to do is just keep it clean, keep it safe, just keep it out the wall, and you should be able to keep yourself in a good position. That's all he's got to do. But that could change very quickly. It's Callum though coming around, second to the last corner, into the quite a difficult final corner, and it's going to be a 150.7, which is 1.8 seconds off. I was not expecting it to be that slow. Duracell though on a lap now, see if he can do any. He's not done any better. Come on, boys. Anyone want to come out the pits? Oh, that sounded like a car being started up. Whose car was it though? It's Dolga. Dolga about to come out now. I don't know if there's any other movement. Anyone else want to come out? Should start seeing more people actually. Around 10 minutes to 7 minutes left, you'll probably start
start seeing more drivers coming out as Actual Virgin spins again. For God, what are you doing? Just retire. You're not going to go out again for another run, so you might as well just retire, mate. There's no point. Let's see, is Callum improving on this lap? Be surprised if he is. He might be just going for a cool down lap, but doesn't look like it. It looks like he's actually going for it. He's going to improve by 1.8 seconds. He's already 7 tenths up in the second sector, and he could make up a lot more time. He may end up losing it though through this final sector. Oh, he's got a car slow. Luckily, Actual gets out of the way, and Actual might as well just retire as well. As Callum comes through the second to last corner now. Through the final corner, this definitely looks visually a lot quicker. Ooh, he improves by a second. It's still 8 tenths off. Dolgo's still on his outlap. Any cars moving in the pits? No? Okay. And there you go, Rossi coming out in the pits now. So is Guy Shapp. Callum over there. Dolga now. Down the long main straight. DRS wide open. He's coming towards the hairpin. What could Dolga do? He's done pretty decently so far this season. He's been very good for Prema. The two Prema drivers have actually done really well in terms of their season so far, especially in terms of points. As Duracell goes top, the 1/4. No, he's just improved. Sorry, he improves his time with the 1:48.1. See Dolga coming through the final corner now. This could be a session topping time. Doesn't look like it is though. It's still third. It's 9 tenths off. See a couple more drivers then on their laps. Shocking, 8.8 seconds up. Of course, that's because he set his laps on the wet tyres. Don't know why. Across the line, Shocking goes 1.1 seconds off the pace. Andy Forrest then out as well on an out lap. We'll look towards Guy Shapp, see what he can do. And there you go, Duracell 47.9, 2 tenths quicker than his previous lap. Good stuff from Duracell. Definitely showing that he's got the pace. As we watch Guy Shapp now, going through the tight and twisty section here. And we should be seeing the final drivers now coming out of the pits. That's Phineas about to come out now on his soft tyres. As Dolga now goes P2. It's still 8 tenths off though. What can Guy Shapp do? This looks quick actually, this looks really quick. Oh, it's so close. 800ths off. Yeah, my demo lap was a 47.7. You never know, there's still a couple of quick guys though that haven't set laps yet. Like Andy Forrest, Rossi, as Rossi comes 5th. Andy Forrest about to finish his out lap. Let's go aboard with him because this could be a provisional pole lap. Andy Forrest using a lot of the track. I would say that's available, but a lot of that kind of wasn't really available, but still. Then see how much curb he's using there. Decent amount of curb. You can abuse that curb there quite a bit as well. And he's going to get a good exit. Looked like the rear end car stepped out a little bit, but it was barely enough to actually really affect his lap, I'm sure. He still has a good exit. As he comes down the long main straight. As you see, everyone out, either out on track or on an out lap except Shocking, who's in the pits. Andy Forrest onto the brakes, into the hairpin, makes the corner well there. Does he get any kicks of oversteer? No. Looks fairly planted, except a little bit of a wiggle there. Let's see what we can get here. Will it be purple? It is purple, so 15.0. This definitely looks quicker. This definitely could be a pole lap time. This Guy Shapp though, the 47.4, so there goes my demo lap, but a great lap there from Guy Shapp. Andy Forrest may have some traffic in the way, luckily Duracell pulls off. Oh, Andy Forrest, I don't know if that was him just making a mistake or something, or set himself up. That looked like he went a little bit offline there. As Rossi goes P3, great stuff from Rossi. Andy Forrest though comes through the final corner, DRS open. Will it be a pole up? It won't be a pole up, it's only P3. I would have expected more. As Bunny's about to start his lap. Phineas up, goes fired up. Coming down the long main straight into that hairpin. Quickly check out Callum, see what he's doing. Look very slowly, that's what he's doing. Goes fired up. Gonna watch him now. What a 14.8, that's 2 tenths quicker than Andy Forrest's final sector. So that should put him in a net P3. But can he go much quicker though? I would say so, but I wouldn't also get my hopes up. It seems like he's really revving the nuts off of that car. Into the penultimate corner we go. Final corner. And he's only P6. I think he lost it all in that final sector. That's Phineas, goes P9. Rossi 3 tenths down on this lap, he might come into the pits. Behind him is Shokim, who's on an out lap at the moment. Then behind him though is Bunny's. It's a 15.6, which isn't the quickest we've seen. However, he may make it up through this tight and narrow section. Guy Shapp still with provisional pole, looking very promising actually. He might be able to keep it. As Bunny's not looking like the best lap, must admit. Yeah, it stays P11, 2.4 seconds off the pace. He's going to be disappointed with that. Callum still 2/10 down, still with no hands and no helmet. Dolgar on an out lap himself, actually. Looking to maybe get one more flying lap in on those soft tyres. Behind him though, goes fired up, 2/10 down. And this may be your qualifying, this may be it. In terms of that, especially that top three, because there's an 8/10 difference between Duracell and Rossi. There's and Timber joins, took him long enough. Shocking spins at the mushroom, he resets the track, but I'm sure that's just to get us out of the way. I don't think he'll get penalised for that. Andy Forrest now, always a 10th up. A 10th up in the second sector as the session is now over. There may be a bit of time delay in the lobby compared to the actual session. However, what I can tell you is that Andy Forrest was quicker through that second sector. Can he keep the speed up though? It's going to be vital that he does. Through the final corner now we go. He only had to improve by 2/10. But it's not enough. It's still only 2/10. Behind him though, Bunnies. I didn't see if he was going quicker or not. This definitely looks like it's a lot slower this lap. So Tim Bird will be starting last place. Bunnies starting second to last. He's 4.3 seconds off of the pace. And that's going to be a qualifying session. He will definitely probably want to forget. He'll hopefully can make up there in the race. Dolgar 2/10 down. So's Callum. Behind him though, Ghost fired up, I think that is. In P6. Didn't see if he was quicker or not through Sector 2. However, he's still going for it, so I assume he's going to try and find some speed somewhere. As you're saying, Tim shall now start the first challenge, yeah. Last the question mark challenge. He's only got to make up 12 positions anyway, so. Oh no, Ghost runs out of fuel. And Phineas retires from the session. And this looks to be it, Rossi. It looks like he may run out of fuel himself. And this is the end of the session now. And Gyshap. Great session for him. He gets pole position. Not to brag, I think my lap would have actually put me in P3, so. But there is time trial, so. There you go. A 47.476. It says 6 on the Rolex bit, but then it says 5 on the timing screen to the left. Confusing. And Rossi could just retire. But Rossi though, still P4, still quite a respectable position on the second row. And for those of you that are interested in the Euros, it is Belgium versus Italy right now. But I would suggest that you watch this. You know, I mean, you know, are there cars in the Euros? No. And he's crashing into the wall. Okay. Andy Murray loses first set against Canada's Shapovalov. There we go. This is your final qualifying result. Gyshap taking what I think is his first pole position, so really big congrats to Gyshap. He's done a massive step up this season. It's been great to see. Followed by Andy Forrest, Duracell, and Rossi making that top 4. with the first few rows. A couple shockers. Honestly, Bunnies. I think Bunny could have qualified a little bit higher up. But there's no matter what I think, the proof is in the lap time, and we've seen what the truth was. Well, the first race looks dry, so we will see. And while we wait as well, tell me your predictions for the race. See what you guys think will happen. Will Tim do the lost the first challenge? Will he take the win, or will it be Gyshap possibly taking it from flag to flag? In F2 it's usually too close to call, until this season when Tim started winning a lot, but we've had some decent races here in the past, some controversial races here in the past, and we may be treated to that again. I do also have the Portugal match on next to me, so I can see, the Belgium-Italy match on next to me, so I can see what's going on. But we're focusing on this for now, as the cars start the formation lap. Funnily enough, there are more laps than there are drivers. Oh, brilliant. Right. Let's quickly get the telemetry up. Tyre wise, oh, okay. Lots of people deciding to go for the mediums to soft strategy. And but we'll do grid one down quickly. So, pole position goes to Gyshap. P2, Andy Forrest. P3, Duracell. P4, Rossi. P5, Dolga. P6 goes fired up. P7, Actual. P8, Shocking. P9, Phineas. P10, Callum. P11, Bunnies. And around at the bottom of the grid is Timbed in P12. Now, as you can see, usually it's the other way around. Usually the majority will go for the softs first, and then they'll move on to the mediums later on. However, these guys decided to go for the mediums to soft, or at least the majority of them are, except Bunnies, Timbed, Shocking goes fired up, and Andy Forrest. So we'll see how that plays out in the end. There might actually be an early safety car, so the people that are on the softs could quickly switch to those mediums, make it work. But then those medium drivers will get to stretch their tyres out for a little bit longer, but they'll be looking for maybe a second safety car so that they can get their pits in. But for all we know, it could be green all the way. But it's a street circuit, and that's probably not going to happen. Callum getting 12th, so he will start on very cold tyres. So Timbed, unfortunately, who's starting behind him, will probably have a bit of a squeaky bum time moment off the start, because Callum will no doubt have a really poor start, especially on those mediums as well. He's really going to feel the effects of those cold temperatures. Again, when we go to the grid, I might quickly have a look at his tyre temperatures that you see on the actual wheel there. To the right side, you'll see those 4 sets of numbers. And those numbers are, of course, tyres. I explained that last time out. I explained that in Russia. And I'm sure Callum's tyres will be extremely cold. As you see in the background, cars starting to pull up now. Towards the back of the grid. And we're going to have the weird glitch with the start. However, we look towards Callum's tyres. Revs going up though. And the lights were already out, and away we go for the feature race here in Hanoi. Coming down towards turn 1, Gyshap loses out to Andy Forrest. Andy Forrest with the favoured inside line. Can he make it stick though? He cuts off. No, he doesn't. Gyshap keeping that inside line. Oh, they're still side by side, but no. Gyshap falls back. He goes into second place. And he's going to sit back behind him. There's yellow flags. There's a spin out. Shocking. Actual dropping back. Bunnies making up lots of positions. He's up into P8 already. Great stuff for Bunnies. Oh, Oh, get really close there. His Guy Shot goes wide, and he loses the position to Duracell. Duracell goes up into P2. It looked like Bunny's dropping back 2 places there. As Ghost fired up, moves up 1 place. Dolga looking to try and make it too wide. No, he doesn't. He falls back behind. That's that's actual hang it back. And just to quickly update you, Italy have just been disallowed a goal by VAR. I believe it was offside from a free kick. As we look towards now. Oh, look at this! It's almost 3 wide. Dolga trying to make it 3, and he has done. He makes it 3 wide. But they're all fairly sensible though. Goshap, P3. Oh, who's that? That was Ghost fired up, I think, off track there. He's struggling either for traction or just struggling for, speed coming out of that corner. A little bit further back. Oh, 3 wide. And who was that? That was Phineas making it almost 3 wide there. That probably wasn't the smartest idea for Phineas. He definitely could have backed out there. And luckily, they all make it through. But with that, if they actually made it through without wing damage, I'd be extremely surprised. I'm sure those guys won't be very happy with Phineas for that move, because it looked like it was quite a send. If I may be wrong, we only got a fairly limited view of it. Andy Forrest though taking the fastest lap and takes the lead on the first lap. Goshap, unfortunately, who got pole position, is back down to P3. Rear end going a little bit loose there for Goshap. Goes fired up on those softs. Currently 1.6 seconds behind Goshap. Dolga breathing down his neck. He may feel the pressure, especially when that DRS gets initiated, or activated I should say. Natural, right onto the back of Adrian. Oh, there's someone's at the wall. It's Phineas. Phineas has reset the track. Phineas has reset to track. And that could be a penalty. Especially, of course, it all depends on the circumstances of the reset to track, but he has got big wing damage on the left side. And I don't know if they'll deem that as being legitimate, as Actual looks towards the inside of Adrian. And he gets the move sort of done. It's a dodgy move. Oh, Tim Bed's got almost put to the wall there. I think he tried to stick his nose up the inside of Bunny's, and Bunny's just didn't give him enough room. And it was squeezed him against the wall. Wouldn't be surprised if there was actually big contact, but it doesn't look like there was any wing damage that's come off of that. And Actual only 3 tenths behind Bunny's. Actual could actually have a really good shot at getting scoring some good points today for the ART team. He's got to be careful. Those sorts of things, what he just did there, that could give him a warning. He's just got to plan his move out. He's got plenty of time to do it. He's just got to make sure that he gets it done, but in a good, clean way. And he could even just sit behind Bunny's for a little bit and just hope that he overtakes him in the pit stop. I mean, Bunny's will have to pit anyway before him, so there's no point giving each other damage. However, the fact that Tim Bed, his own Season 4 champion, is just behind Actual, he may end up trying to get the move done earlier so that it will be Bunnies versus Tim Bed and not Tim Bed versus Actual. Phineas into the pits, of course, for that wing damage that he sustained earlier. Oh, Tim Bed, it's looking good for Tim Bed. He closed in a real chunk, and he's going to try and overtake Actual now. He's got the DRS, he's got the slipstream. Actual protects the inside. Bunny's going to have to decide whether or not he wants the inside or the outside. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's contact. Actual goes into the back of Bunny's, which has put Bunny's wide, and which has put Tim Bed in a good position to try and attack. And Actual's lost out massively here. Bunny still keeps P6 at the moment, but Tim Bed, great recovery drive actually from both these drivers here. A great recovery drive from those two. Starting P11 and P12, they're up into P6 and P7. Two of the veterans of the class. And look at this, Tim Bed trying to set up a move. You see he's purposely taking these wider lines just to try and swoop in maybe for a move, but he's not able to. And Bunny's holding his own. He's gone wide. Tim has gone wide. That's why he's giving room to Actual. As we look a little bit further up though, Guy Shap and Duracell battling. Guy Shap going to have the inside. He's going to force Duracell to take a much tougher line. But no, it doesn't. Good fair racing actually between these two. That could have easily ended up in contact or some spins, but they gave each other the room and they gave each other respect. Oh, as we look around the outside, can he get the move done without contact? He does. Look behind though. Actual looking for a move on Timbed. Not going to get it done. Let's go into we're about to go into the massive DRS straight. It's a great camera shot here on the helicopter cam. Sees on the inside, bit of contact with the rear. They're still side by side. Can they give each other the room coming on the exit? Yes, they do just about. Oh, it's a spinner in the background. That was Callum. Callum into the wall. Duracell now about to look for the move on Guy Shap. Can he get it done though? No, he can't. Oh no, he's been spun. Oh no. Oh no, that contact was it. That contact just put Duracell and Guy Shap into the wall, and that is a massive shame. We're watching a great battle between those two, and unfortunately they just about didn't give each other enough room, and that's made them lose 2 positions. But Ghost fired up though, won't care. He's into 2nd place. Bandy Forest won't care a little bit. He's got nothing to do with it. He's so far ahead. It's yellow flags again. It's Callum, and Callum's race is going pretty backwards at the moment. Saying that, even Phineas has got wing damage himself. Unless he didn't pit for wing damage, that sounds stupid, but could have happened. Right, Timbed then, right on the back of Bunny's, and they're right also onto the back of Guy Shap as well. Well, there might be contact with the wall there from Actual. Timbed though, can he get a move done? Moves out towards the outside, gets a purple sector 1. He won't care too much about that though. He's going to be wanting this P6, get as many positions up as possible on these soft tyres, and then just use the medium to bring it to the end. He goes to the inside on Bunnies, and he's going to get the move done. Will he? No, he doesn't. It's such a long corner. It looks like he almost got the move done, but because of how long the corner was, he just didn't anticipate it. And look at the Satchel Virgin. Look at this. And Bunnies could be overtaken by 2 cars in one straight. Bunnies though keeping the outside line. Won't Timbed give enough room. Oh, Bunnies onto the curb. Oh, there's still contact to Timbed. What's he doing? And Timbed being extremely forceful there. Oh no, I do not agree with Timbed's driving there. I do believe that was not the smartest thing to do. He was almost, I know he's trying to force Bunnies out of a move, but that's not fair racing. We saw plenty of fair racing for a long time between those two, but it's all come to a head there. It's allowed Actual to get through as well, as Bunnies being forced offline. Now let's see what Bunny's reaction will be to that as well. Will he attack harder now, or will he not? And I wonder when the pit window is. Imagine it be around 7 or 8 maybe. Oh no! Bunny spins! Oh no! Race goes from bad to worse for Bunnies. Oh no. He loses a position. At least his Prema teammate is in P3 at the moment, actually closing in on P2. That's very unlucky. Some very good racing to some very unfair racing to being in the wall. Unfortunately, that's how Bunny's race has gone. You may have other opinions about what you saw there in terms of the racing, but I don't agree with that. Sorry, just checking chat there. Stolga though, catching up towards the back of Ghost Fired Up. The gap gone down quite a bit. And let's go from Stolga's point of view, seeing what he can see in this battle. Always Ghost Fired Up makes a late call to the pits, so Dolga will inherit that P2, and Ghost Fired Up will go onto the medium tyres. Anyone else following him, it will be Timbed following him into the pits as well. Bunnies, will he do it himself? Actually, he may have already pitted. No, he hasn't pitted yet, has he? And he doesn't pit. Shocky also going to the pits. Natural getting another penalty. As the field is pretty spread out at the moment. Bar these two back here, Callum and Phineas. Even then, there's almost a second separating those two now. Rossi though, closing on actual. Of course, these medium runners will be going a lot longer and actual braking a lot earlier there. I don't know what he was doing, trying to get the position away or something. It's the wall big time there. And that down the Euros. Belgium almost just scored a great chance for Belgium, but they put it to waste. Let's look here. Actual trying to attack. Rossi. Oh no, Rossi I think was spun. I think Rossi did. He got rear end really loose, and I think he's lost an end plate. And he has said he's lost both end plates. Ah, no. It's a VSC though. It's actual. And we'll go on board with Ghost Fired Up to see what happened. Where did he crash? Oh, he's hit the Rolex wall. He's hit the ball on. There it is. Look, he's hit that outstretched bit of barrier, and he's gone towards the inside of the track, I should say. And that's going to be perfect for these soft runners. Andy Forrest has just been gifted a stop there. He will lose less time. And the only soft runner that hasn't pitted yet is Bunnies. And has Bunnies just lost out on a really good time to pit. VSC's still out, but I imagine it'll be going green very soon. So they're getting back up to speed again, so it should be going green. Maybe not. Oh no, Callum gets a drive through for speeding on the VSC. We saw how quick he was going actually. I was watching him thinking, well, it must be going green soon. So how quickly he's going, but now we know why he was going so quickly. Guys up now, currently P3 on those mediums. And they're going to have to pit at some point. If the soft runners were pitting at lap 7, lap 8, then I imagine these medium type runners will be pitting within the next 2 laps. They're going to want to spend, arguably, I think they'll be probably wanting to spend as little time on the softs as possible, because of course there's less chance of them degrading, you know, as quickly. They won't have to spend so much time on them. So maybe lap 9, lap 10, you could be seeing these guys coming in. Actually, no, I changed my mind. Maybe a lap 10 or 11, you could start seeing them coming in. As Dolga starts his 8th lap, as do many others, and Bunny's now the last of the soft hitters. And sorry, Callum and Phineas have already pitted, that's why they're already on the softs. It says 2 laps next to their name. Bunny's in the pits, as I said. Gyshap trying to get a good finish out of this, of course. We saw what happened to him earlier. Very unlucky to get those incidents, and of course, unfortunately, as good as the racing's been so far, there's also been some incidents which have been, you know, I'd say quite dodgy. There's yellow flags though. It's Callum and Phineas. There's wing damage to Phineas. I guess those two were battling and ended up causing a crash between those two. So I'm going quiet, there's not much to really talk about out there, other than, I guess, Gyshap. Well, significant battles. I guess, unfortunately, Callum and Phineas is, well, considering their P10 and P11, there's not much to really talk about, is it? But, Dolga, pitting on lap 9. Will anyone follow? Yes, Rossi follows. Andy Forrest the fastest lap on the medium tyres. Good stuff for him. I'll tell you what, looking at everyone who's pitted, Ghost will be in a net P2. However, he will have Timbed up behind him. And Italy have actually scored. Italy have scored. In the 30th minute, Italy 1-0 up against Belgium. Italy have been the better team so far, created more chances. It's only a matter of time until they scored, but as we look now, Gyshap 6/10. Only 6/10 between him and Duracell. Gyshap will have DRS, even though time is dropping now, he will be able to regain that time as they hit the DRS. I don't know what the name of it is, the detection zone, that's it. They hit the DRS, he'll have, he may close in by about 2-3 tenths. Closes in a lot on the braking though. Gets a good exit, going short shifting just to cancel out any wheel spin. Dolga though, going to try and retake the position from Ghost. Oh no, he sits back. Now, the only issue is though, these guys that went from the softs to the mediums, they're now going to have to deal with drivers who are on a much better tyre. As that's Duracell and Gyshap into the pits now. Luckily no speeding penalties for either of the two. Looks like those two were very close to each other when they were coming into the pits. Let's see, both of them of course going onto the soft tyres. No wing damage for either driver, so they'll both come out almost at the exact same time. They do, it's almost like mirror image of each other. And Andy Forrester will retake his lead by quite a comfortable margin. Dolga coming out now in second place. Ghost fired up third place. And Timbed fourth. However though, Duracell on a much better tyre, and so does Gyshap. Gyshap ran the outside, and Tim has lost out massively. He's lost 2 positions. I know, okay, I don't know what it would have been provisionally beforehand, but look how close it is. Timbed, I would say, is the quicker driver between Duracell, out of him, Duracell, and Gyshap. However, one thing you can't argue is that they are on much better tyres. They will spend less time on these tyres as well, so they should be able to keep going for longer. And with migrating host, that's just not good. He carves off the session. Shouldn't really mess up anything at all, don't worry. Gonna watch back now, go on board with Timbed. He's got a great view of Gyshap versus Duracell, but also he might try and get in on the battle himself. Into the heavy braking zone. Oh, he's made a beautiful move there, if he can get this done. If he can get the double done, and it looks like he will. What a move from Timbed. Duracell a big loser out of those two there, but Guy Schaap now going to try and fight back. There's contact. There's contact on the back of Timbed. Well, into that corner, Timbed was the cleanest with bunnies, and you could call that karma. Timbed with the fastest lap, 14 seconds ahead, utter dominance from Andy Forrest. It's been a very Hamilton-esque drive so far. He just gets on with his own race and just drives out of your life. Dolga though with the fastest lap of the session, 1:49.8. Duracell in P5 now, going to try and take the position from Guy Schaap. He goes fairly deep into turn 1, but he's made it stick. As Ghost Fido goes off. What happened there? He's not in AI. No, he's not. He's not in AI, so it could have been that there's contact, I think, between the two teammates. What has happened to Ghost there? Shokim spins. May have wing damage. He's still unfortunately past the pits as well, so we can't really turn around and go pit. Ghost fired up though. Going to have a great battle with his teammate here. He breaks down to first gear. That's not the smartest thing to do. He's heard on that inside line though. He'll naturally go wide though as we go to the exit, unless he modulates the throttle. He does, but he has to give room to Duracell, and unfortunately Duracell though take him out of the position. And of course, even if Ghost didn't make that mistake, with the drivers behind him that are on such better tyres, this is the only place that he can actually make up ground on the straights. He moves towards the outside on his teammate. Ooh, Guy Schaap's just going to hope that these two keep battling the way that they are. Ooh, and Duracell retaking the position. Ghost fired up looking for the inside. He's got the move done. He is on older tyres though, and you can tell these two aren't at a party, because if there was any team orders going on, surely Ghost would have let Duracell through by now. And now Duracell's just going to have to wait till they get to another section where he can use that tyre grip to his advantage. Phineas into the pits. Oh, look at this, Duracell around the outside. Can he get the move done? He does get the move done. Great stuff. Can Ghost get the cutback though? Oh, there's a bit of a contact at the wall. Duracell into the wall we go. And Shokim, P9. Rossi currently reverse grid pole, but we still look towards this battle though. Timbed now looking for a pass on Duracell around the outside. Can he get it done? Duracell on much better tyres though. Oh, but he's gone wider. Duracell, Timbed placing his car really well. On the inside, Duracell though might be forced to make a dodgy line. There is contact. Hopefully no wing damage between the two, so we can keep watching this battle. But Ghost Fired Up though going to be hoping that he can keep this P4 while these two battle behind him. Timbed on the outside. He's got the inside though for this next long corner. He might be able to get the move done. And he does. He parks the car on the inside. Nice little block pass. And Timbed will get DRS as well from Ghost, as much as Ghost probably wants to get out of that DRS zone. So get out of that DRS range. The guys behind him though, with that DRS, but behind them though, Duracell going to try and attack Timbed. He's going to attack him up the inside. Side pod to front wheel. And Duracell, I don't know what he was doing in second gear there. He should have been in first. And he really attacked the side of Timbed there. I don't know what he was doing coming from so far back. It was almost like 3/10 back. He's right on the back of Timbed though. He might go for a move here. There he goes, trying to set up a move, but he can't get it done. We're seeing some great racing here, even though we've only got 11 drivers currently racing. Still providing some great entertainment for us from this track, which is quite an effort actually, because the track isn't known for its good racing. Duracell though, going to set up a move down the inside. He lets him know he's there. There's so many corners where you can go sort of a long running corner where you can get alongside someone, but it's just a case of getting that move actually done. It's just quite difficult to do. But Timbed though, gonna try and get the move done, and he does. sorry, Duracell trying to get the move done, and he does. And Timbed, a great drive so far. In fact, actually, both Bunnies and Timbed done a great drive so far, especially considering where they started. If we look at... Oh, penalties, there you go, Shokim and Phineas currently with penalties. However, there you go, up 6 positions is Timbed, up 4 positions is Bunnies. Great stuff from those two. All this contact though, Timbed hitting the back of Duracell. I don't know if that's him saying, come on, let's hurry up now. Ghost is getting away. It's 1.6 seconds between Duracell and Ghost now. It may just be from these two battling. Ghost fired up. Sorry, Andy Forrest managing the gap to Dolga. About 14 seconds usually. Oh, Tim's dropped back massively there. 1.3 seconds. Oh, yellow flags though. What's happened there? What's the yellow flags for? Oh, okay, it's just Phineas. Andy Forrest though, great drive so far. We will of course focus on him towards the end of the race because it's been a great drive from him. Oh no, Duracell spun! No! We just looked back towards him. We just looked back towards him, and now he spins, giving Timbed back for position. But this will also give Timbed though another chance to try and get Ghost fired up to gain even more positions. If this is what the battle is like with pit stops, be interested to see what it's like with pit stops as Phineas crashing down the straight. That's a strange one. Ooh. I hope that car's ghosted. And he's gone into the wall. I don't know if he was battling Callum as he did that. Actually, no, he's way away from Callum actually. Interesting to see what actually happened there. I think it could have been possibly something to do with Callum, but I don't really know. As Andy Forrest though starts the final lap of the race. It's been a great drive from him so far. Qualified second place. He had to battle in the opening laps with Guy Schaap. However, he took the lead pretty early on, and he's pretty much led from start to finish, bar probably one or two laps, because of course the pit stop cycle ended up making it that way. But clearly the soft to medium strategy worked best for Andy Forrest. Callum with a penalty. But it's been a great calculated drive so far, with so many of the big hitters. Oh, a little bit loose there. I was about to say, with so many of the big hitters not racing, he's going to take this opportunity by the scruff of the neck, and he's actually going to try and get the win. Why is Callum in off there? Oh god, that's Mahavir. Well, anyway, watching Andy Forrest. Let's come through the final sector now. And we'll go on board with them for this final sector. They will celebrate this feature race win. A feature race is always sweeter than a sprint. I have no taste of that feeling because I've only ever won sprint races. But as Andy Forrest now rounds the penultimate corner, around the final corner of the sprint race, Andy Forrest is your winner of the feature race here in Hanoi. Callum taking last place, brilliant. Dolga, great drive from Dolga, taking second place. Guy Schaap unfortunately qualified on pole. He doesn't get a win, but he will get a podium, and I'm sure he will be happy with that. Goes fired up, going to take fourth place, with Timbed just behind him, going from last. Oh, and Timber gets P4 because a ghost had a penalty. Oh, wow. Duracell going to take P6. Adrian take a P7. Rossi will take reverse grid pole, and Bunnies will be on the front row. But Rossi taking reverse grid pole, and hopefully he can make something out of that and get a good result out of it, as Italy go 2-0 up now. It's a great goal from, is that Insigne? Oh yeah, it was. Amazing goal from Lorenzo Insigne. I'm sure Duracell will be happy, even though he got P6 with that Italian flag. I'm sure he'd be proud that his nation is doing so well in the Euros. And they go rightfully so. Timbed getting driver of the day. And the drivers going up onto the podium. Fun enough, they all have the same face. Well then, there you go. Fastest lap goes to Dolga. Oh. And Belgium have been awarded a penalty in the just as the 45th minute starts. But there you go. That is your top 10 finishers essentially there. But we look towards the results of the weekend. It's basically the same because even with our pole sitter Guy Schaap with only 19 points doesn't move up any higher. But good race though, even with strategy involved. So again, imagine what this race would be like without strategy involved. Could be quite something. Of course, they'll be all on the medium tyre. Be surprised if anyone decides to go onto the softs. And as we wait for the next race to come round, I will let you know if. Actually, I think they're reviewing it now. The penalty. Oh, it's dark. Never know, might see some late rain. But the VAR have done the penalty check, and I believe it has been awarded. Penalty has been awarded, I think. I think they were looking to see whether or not there might have been some simulation involved. Check over. And yeah, penalty has been awarded. Who will be taking the penalty for Belgium? I reckon it might be Lukaku, and it is Lukaku. The man's got a lot of shot power. It's whether or not he can get it past the keeper. Let's make it 2-1. And he does. Lukaku scores. He picks up the ball to say, let's get this done. And speaking of let's get this done, let's get this sprint race underway. As Rossi leads the formation up, we'll do the race rundown, shall we? Everyone on the mediums, no mad lads out there. Right, Rossi, P1, Bunnies, P2, Duracell, P3, P4, Ghost fired up, P5, Timbed, P6, Guy Schaap, P7, Dolga, P8, Andy Forrest, P9, Shocking, P10, Callum, P11, Phineas, and P12, Actual. So, hopefully, oh no! And Bunny's just spun in the formation lap. He shouldn't get disqualified for that, but it's quite humorous actually. As Duracell looking to maybe get a better result compared to his last race. Finished P6 last time out. Just check the chat. Well, I'm not lonely, Tom. I've always been lonely. Andrew saying, lovely seeing Tim the Dam's coloured Cheroos. Yeah. Interesting new paint job. I don't think they're using that for 2021. I think they should. It's nice looking livery. If anyone is actually watching, Why don't you give your predictions for the race? Top three, maybe? Andrews actually gave his. Sorry, I didn't read it out. He said Guy, Shap, Dolga, and Tim. Well, I mean, you got one right, I think. Yeah, you got Dolga second right, but anyway, let's focus on this sprint race now. Tom, I think I know that I'm lonely. Okay. I'm trying to multitask, mate. I'm not lonely. I've got these guys commentating. I've got you. He's telling me that I'm lonely, so that means I'm not lonely. And I've got the football on next to me, so I can see what's going on in the Euros. But everyone else is really far back, actually. What's Actual doing? Spinning. That's what he's doing. Cool. That's the most unorthodox way of probably warming up your tyres, but you should go into AI any moment now. That's in an AI maybe now. Right then, so car's waiting. Oh, stop clicking the wrong buttons. Italy will win the Euros, says Tom. What, you don't think it's coming home? Man, where's your faith? Where's your faith? By the way, I think you're possibly right. I'm not a betting man, but I think I know where my money would be going. Right, revs are going up. Are they actually going to go? There he is. They actually worked the lights out, and away we go then for the sprint race here in Hanoi. Hope the cameras actually change. Come on, cameras change, please. Oh, for God's sake, I think the lobby might be glitched. Bunnies are taking the lead. Rossi dropping all the way back to P6. I don't know what happened there. They're all ghosted for some reason. They should unghost at some point, surely. We'll wait for it to all sort itself out. There might be contact towards the back. As they file their way through. Oh, it says they're on lap 2. What the hell? Oh, come on. This stupid game. Should start to correct itself now. Oh, there's contact at the back. There's Duracell. No. And Duracell. It looks like he had wing damage and he's off as well. And Duracell race going for a battle. Look at this! It's all 3-4 wide. Look at this. Dolgan making his way up. He's in P4, but look at this though. Buddy's great start from him going from P2 to P1. Look at Ghost fired up though. A massive gap. Look at this. Oh, this is reminiscent of season 3. It's a 6-way battle here. 7-way battle. Sorry. Oh, there's surely a crash here. There's surely a crash at the hairpin. 6 drivers, they're all backing up into each other. Constantine effect is massive. And oh, Phineas, what the hell was that, you idiot? What was that? Sorry there, I'm sorry, that was very stupid. Very stupid. If you're too deep on the brakes, you aim towards the outside. Don't go straight across there looking for... Oh, and he's hit his teammate as well. I think that was Andy Forrest who got hit. That was extremely stupid from Phineas. He should be getting a penalty for that. That was just reckless driving. Shap though, just behind Olga. That's Phineas going into the pits for damage after doing that stupid move. Hello David, welcome to this race. Watching this though, oh, Dolga around the outside. Wait, no, hang on, sorry, that's Skyshot. What's Skyshot doing? Is this Skyshot? Oh, come on, the whole thing's glitched, I think, so, yeah. It should say Skyshot in 3rd, but it's not. Come on. Okay, no, Skyshot back into it. It's corrected itself, but it just says Skyshot goes bad. Oh no! Actual goes into the wall. And I think Actual may have reset the track there. We've got some yellow flags out. Phineas did good. If you mean good, yeah, maybe in Wreckfest, not in F2, yeah. That's your standards of good, David. Rossi now. trying to make a move on Guy Sharp, near enough side by side. Except he slips back though, forms back, and he's going to give himself plenty of time to react. Season P6. Go slow, under pressure. Yes, I have heard that sarcasm. Goes wide up. Ooh, okay. So for the noises. Goes wide up though. Under pressure, front end bed. Has he actually engaged DRS? Don't think he has. You got it available, mate. Right now it's a Prema 1-2. You love to see it. Definitely no ex-Prema bias. Side by side though, Timbed goes fired up. Ghost's going to be wanting to make it a P4 and a P3, but he's under pressure though from Timbed. Timbed going to making it. Going to want to try and make it. Ghost though. Look at this. Oh, Tim trying to get. Oh, come on! And Rossi goes straight into the back of Ghost. Hopefully, Ghost goes a penalty for that. And that may be a legal position taken as well, because I think he overtook Timbed. Yeah, he's going to give the place back. I'm sure that's what the game wanted him to do. As Rossi, after hitting the back, does he actually have any damage from that or not? No, he doesn't. Must have hit him square in the back then to actually not gain any damage from it. Oh, it's a crash on the back. Actual. Whoa, huge crash. It's Callum and Actual there involved. It's a safety car in the sprint race. Severe collision with Timbed. Oh, what happened? Oh, no, what happened there? Oh, no. It's 5 seconds been given to Goshap. Hopefully that will get removed if it's an unjust penalty, but... Ah, come on. Tim's in the dams because he joined late. I think it gave him the car straight away. Just like as a sort of a default car, I guess. But as we go in the safety car, feel free to comment now because I can actually watch the comments. They were saying Actual straight lined it, yeah. I don't know what happened though, because I saw Actual there like stopped as he spun, but I don't know if Callum had just like, you know, hit him really hard at the back or something, or I don't know. And we've got 3 cars pitting. One for a fresh set of mediums, one for the softs, which is Actual. And Actual will definitely be on the better tyres. I don't know if he'll be able to do much with it, but we'll find out. I have good memories from season 3, yeah. Yeah. Well, funny enough, it was in a situation like this. There was a safety car in these sorts of conditions. There was like a 6 or 7 way battle. No, it was about 5 or 6 cars battling through this section here. And just as they came up to the Rolex corner, as they call it, basically where Actual crashed, there was a huge pile up. I managed to slip through, and I ended up taking the win. My only win, actually, technically without penalties, but it was an extremely lucky win. Yeah, fun memories, but it doesn't mean I like the track. It's a god awful track, to be honest.
Yeah, it was carnage, mate, wasn't it? Might see that again today, you never know. All it takes is one guy to mess up, and they all could follow like... I was about to say follow, so they all fall like dominoes. And with these guys pitting, actually, safety car might be out for another lap, so it could be lap 8 before we even... sorry, lap 7 before we even start going again. Yep, safety car will be in probably next lap, as we see Finney still hasn't rejoined the pack. And the Prema 1-2 look a very strong moment. In fact, I wouldn't mind this top 3, however, be realistic, Tim Benner's right there. He could possibly make a second place from where he started. I'm sure these guys are going to want to get back racing again. And we'll find out by the final sector. So when the final sector starts, when we will be getting back racing. For those of you who are interested as well, the Euros match between Belgium and Italy is about to start its second half. So after you've watched this F2 stream, honestly, I'd actually kind of suggest go watching it because it's been a decent match so far, and I'm sure it won't let up. So never know, might see some penalty action as well. So. Scott seeing a Prema 1-2, it's enough to make a grown man cry. Yeah, the good old days of season 3 and season... Actually, no, just season 3 actually, because season 4 was a bit iffy in terms of Prema, like, finishing, so... It was definitely a comeback though from both me and Adrian for season 4. I think we were P11 and P12 by about halfway through the season, and then by... I think we just about in the end managed to, of course, get into the playoffs. Unfortunately, Adrian lagged out. He should be an F1. He should be an F1 by now. He really should be. But safety car on his lap, though, as you see it pulling into the pits. We'll see where Adrian's going to go. Will he go out the penultimate corner, or will he go out the final corner? I think it'd be better to go out the penultimate corner. So I meant the final corner, as he does. Dogger read it. Goes fired up now. Gonna try and... Oh, goes slow. Goes to the inside. Will there be contact? No. Tim Bedlow going to try and get his way past. He's always pushing Ghost through the corner.
as we start 5 laps to go. A 5-lap shootout. It's almost like a unranked 5-lap lobby almost. But the two Premas though, in the lead, making their way away from these two. Battling though, Ghost fired up, Timbed. Guyshap might try and join this battle as well. Even Rossi, I think Rossi though has wing damage. And he does, I think he's gone back from P6 to P9, so I think he may have wing damage. That should be Dolga though. Dolga might want this win. And the teammates will be battling. There's contact at the back. You can hear it in the background, there was contact, and I think that was between Timbed and Ghost. A Ghost though, coming out on top in this battle. Dolga though, he's not going to let this go. They'll be wanting it. He'll be wanting it to be a 1-2, but he'll be the one wanting to finish in P1. I said one way too many times there. Timbed P4, trying to get the move done. On Ghost fired up. Of course, Guy shot with that 5-second time penalty, but I imagine that might get taken away if the contact was deemed as being non-deserving. And actual on those softs is in P7 already, so good stuff from him. But look at this, Timbed going for the inside, might try and go for a block pass here, and Phineas spins. Ghost gets overtaken. He's going to try and fight back. There's no DRS that he can use to help him, but he's going to try and use the power slipstream. They're all on the same age tyres as well. Look at this, still the Premas are battling. If they're going to want to pull away, they have to stop battling, but I don't think they're actually communicating with each other. I don't think they're at a party. Timbed though will love the fact that these two are battling, because it means that he can get closer and closer to them and could try and get a pass. Bonnie's his second in the championship. He'll definitely want this win to help him in that fight. Dolga braking early, and he's left himself wide open for Timbed. Timbed though doesn't think about a move. Ghost battling with Guyshap, I think, a bit there, but Ghost ends up retaking P4, assuming Guyshap stuck his nose there. Well, it's not as crazy as Season 3 Hanoi, but there's still 3 laps to go to change that ball. Timbed, so close there. It's Guyshap. And Ghost still battling. Finishes the penalty. Actual up into P6. Actual could have a really good chance to get a podium here. He's on much better tyres. This could be an amazing strategy call. With Phineas, I think, crashed coming into the pits. He has done. Don't know how you do that. But Actual, look at this. Actual could have pulled off I was about to say Actual could have pulled off an actually good strategy. He's put off a really good strategy here onto the softs. Oh no, he's taking out Ghost though. Oh no. It was close racing. It just didn't look like Actual gave him gave Ghost enough room. Sorry about the English today, it's been awful. Trust me, it is my first language apparently, but I think blabber is my first language. But Actual though, into P5. He could get a podium here. He could get a podium. As long as it doesn't get taken away for a penalty for what he did to Ghost, because no doubt Ghost will probably inquire about that. He might send a penalty. So I send a clip in of that contact. It may end up getting a penalty, but Actual won't be worried about that now. He's going to be worried about getting that on the track podium. As he moves towards the outside of Ghost, he's going to try and go for a cutback here. And in Forest taking a place away from Duracell. I think Ghost's lost the position as well to Shocky, and he's going backwards. I wonder if he had damage. Go watch Actual here. I'm assuming that's Ghost. That's just Yeah, and Ghost saying he's a virgin. Yeah, saying Actual is a moron. Letting his feelings be known. But Actual, even though he may be a moron according to Ghost, he is, according to me, getting a podium. His Virgin Actual gets the fastest lap. I'm trying to avoid saying it, it just feels weird, especially in a league racing sense. Adrian though, sorry, Bunny's not pulling away. He's actually losing a bit of time to these guys behind. Actual, can he give some space? No, and he's made contact. He almost loses it. Which Tibet here is going to try and get his way past Dolga. Contact between Dolga and Tim up front. And Shocking. Oh! Ghost and Shocking is contact between the two. I think Ghost left the session. I think he's just left. Or did he retire? Did he click retire? There must have been contact between him and Shocking, because Shocking's got massive contact. Sorry, massive wing damage, I should say. But watch Bonnie's now. I'm sure we'll find out what happened there later on. Bonnie's now starting the final lap. This Ghost pulls over. I think he might have retired from the sessions. That's his AI pulling off. But Bonnie's though in P1 at the moment, and he's going to be wanting this win. Actual taking P4 now off of Guyshap. A podium is possibly on for Actual. If he can get past Timbed, he might have it. You see Adrian there though. Sorry, Bunny's trying to break the slipstream between him and his teammate. Guyshap, oh no, Guyshap gets a legitimate penalty there. So that 5 seconds, even though it would be taken away, it could be taken away, he will still drop back to P7. Sorry, P6 I think, because if Duracell can get it under 2 seconds, so under 3 seconds to Guyshap, then he will gain another place. But Dolga though, I think Dolga's taking. Be smart. No, Tim, what have you done? Oh, that's so stupid. He's just sent it from so far back. You saw there how far back he sent it from. That's gifted Bonnie's the win. Oh, Guyshap on the attack here. Guyshap's really on the attack here. Look at this. Oh, and Callum I think may have... I don't think Callum may have run out of fuel. But... oh, it's too wide at the back there. But we're going to watch the leader though. Bonnie's going to take a sprint race win. It's a Prema, 1-2 as Tim Bates takes P3, Guyshap 5 seconds for that unserved penalty. Actual, look how close it was to getting a P3 there. A great drive though from Actual, even though it was a bit dodgy, especially with Ghost. He's taken a P4 there, a good finish. But Bunnies and Dolga, great 1-2 and great for those two in the Constructors. And I'm sure there'll be some backlash from that. We'll be inviting those guys to the party so we can talk about that. Well, at least the main ones are the top 3. I'm sure Timbed may be one of those. Dolga definitely will be. In fact, he might be almost top point scorer because he's got 2 second places in a row there. It's been good. But you can't take away, it was a great win from Bunnies though. Started second. It takes the win. It's the same trend as the feature race. Yeah, the race was quite interesting, wasn't it? We'll wait till everyone finishes. We just need to wait for Phineas, and then we can wrap it up with an interview. They go to actual for that drive. Your Season 4 champion taking third place. But we look at the top performers: Dolga, Andy Forrest, and Timbed. Wow. Interesting stuff there. Well, hang on, so it was that Dolga, Andy Forrest, Timbed, okay. Add the other two. Hello there.
Hello.
Just going to invite everyone else quickly. Right, I might as well start the interview with you now. So, championship leader, you just about scripted enough points to get third overall in the weekend. You got 22 points, which was still 10 less than Dolga, but it still increases your championship lead. How do you think this weekend went? You know, could you sum up both your races?
I think the weekend went great. Looking at my quali, because I was you may saw I was really late, so I couldn't even choose the right car.
Mm.
So I'm really happy with P4 and 3 getting overall good points. Really happy for Vietnam racing.
Yeah. And of course, Andy Forrest, you just joined. Great first race. Started second place, took the lead fairly early on, and the race was pretty much just yours to the end. You know, was it quite a comfortable win, or were you still worried about anyone behind you?
It was comfortable on track. I thought I actually entered the pits when the VSC was out. Luckily, I didn't have to pit again.
Yeah.
I was really worried until last lap.
Yeah.
I was going to have to pit again. But luckily, yeah, it was pretty good. Easy apart from that.
And then your sprint race, how'd that go for you?
Not amazing. I got damage on the first lap and then just kind of got spun round. Made it back a little bit. I should have really bit into it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got about 5.
Yeah, it worked well for Actual in the end. I think he pitted for the softs fairly late on, I think, in the safety car, and I think in the end he just about missed out on a podium. So I think that was probably the way to go, and he was the only one that went for it. So interesting there.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Because there's not really much else to talk about. Might as well go on to what the next track is. Next track is Zandvoort, which I know mixed
I know mixed feelings like from other drivers about how they like feel about the track. We'll start off with you, Andy. What do you think about Zandvoort? Think you could do well there?
Yeah, I like it. It's where I got my first ever win in league race. So,
Oh, nice.
I remember that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And what about you, Tim?
Oh, I don't know. I was good there before. I had great races, but also some not so good races. So I don't know really.
Hopefully,
We'll
we'll
see.
start at the back that time. So
Yeah, I won't. I had something to do today, which is not coming up next week or any other week.
yeah,
I'm hoping obviously for full points, but that's very hard, especially at Zandvoort in the sprint race to go up from 8th to 1st. Even though I showed in my first ever race in Torpedo, or like my second race, first weekend, that I went from 20th to 8th, so it is possible.
yeah. Right then, very short interview process, but
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you guys for providing some great entertainment, some good racing, especially unfortunately less so you, Andy, because you were leading for most of the feature, but yes.
You were boring. I did good
yeah.
racing.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it was boring for you because I mean you were like 14 seconds ahead, so
Yeah, well, it's not the most interesting, but it's fun to win.
yeah. Right then, so thank you guys for joining for the interviews. It's been a bit dead commentary wise, but at least you guys livened it up for us on track. So yeah, it was enjoyable, and hopefully everyone watching enjoyed it. Sorry, Douglas just said, sorry, can't join the interviews. My family already missed half of the first half. I think it'd be okay to miss more. Okay, well, so he provided some good entertainment as well, 2 second places. So great for Prema and the constructors. I don't know how much that really changes because I thought Charouz are still at the top, and of course, you were driving a Dams, but
Well, sure enough, because Bunny scored a bit more points than me, and Dolga scored a lot more points.
yeah, he got 32 overall.
Equals the points, and because of Bunny, and I didn't have a teammate, they are leading by like 15 points or something.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll come up with a championship results post soon, so I can actually see what the standings are actually like.
Oh yeah, I forgot to post them. I was so busy.
Right then.
My bad.
So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for providing some great entertaining racing. We'll be back next week for Zandvoort. See you then.